Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing something slightly different. We're going to be predicting the Euro 2021 results. So we're going to go through the group, see who goes through, then the best of third place positions, followed by the round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the final. So if you do enjoy this, do make sure to let me know in the comments, because this is something a little bit different to the channel, obviously. And if you want to see more of me talking and going through different matches and different stuff, I don't know how many of you actually like football. So do let me know. And yeah, we'll get straight into it. So today we're joined on the channel by someone new. It's Ridge, aka Kieran. How are you doing, Kieran?
I'm good. Set up here in a little town called Nottingham that you know very well.
I do. Hopefully in Nottingham.
Yeah, obviously, but excited to get into the groups. And if we get any of these right, I think there's more chance of Declan Rice scoring an overhead kick
yeah,
than
exactly.
us actually getting these right.
Yes, exactly. And Grealish getting picked. That'll be a day to remember. But anyway, right. So we'll get straight into Group A then. So go on, I'll let you go first. Who do you think will come first, second, third, and fourth in Group A?
Well, I think first is pretty clear cut because obviously Group A is made up of Italy, Wales, Turkey, and Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's quite a tough group to predict after first. So I'm going to say that Italy's first.
Yeah.
And then it's honestly quite a hard group to predict after that.
I agree.
I'm kind of leaning towards Turkey second, considering that they have got quite a few good young players coming through. They've obviously got Çalhanoğlu from AC Milan.
Yeah.
But they've also got Cengiz Ünder, who plays for Leicester.
Yeah.
They've got Yaziki, who has just coming off of a title win with Lille.
Yeah.
And they also have Yilmaz as well. So I think they have the potential to come second here. And then obviously Switzerland and Wales are the last two. Honestly, it could be either way. I'm going to say that Wales comes above Switzerland.
Yeah, no, that's pretty similar to what I'd say. I think Italy is probably an outright winner of the group. I couldn't see anyone beating Italy. Maybe Turkey. Turkey could get a draw out of them potentially, but I'm
possibly.
Not sure. Yeah. Like you were saying, Turkey have got some good players. They've been playing well recently as well, haven't they? They've actually won a few quite hard games. Because they've got Soyuncu, haven't they? I think.
Yeah, they've got Soyuncu, the Leicester defender, and they've also got Ozan Kabak as well, the one that is on loan at Liverpool from Schalke.
Oh yeah. So they have actually got a decent defence. They could probably hold out a draw against Italy. So yeah, I think I'd agree. Italy, Turkey, but Wales and Switzerland, yeah, like you say, it's quite difficult.
It could go either way. It's a bit of a coin toss there. Coin toss. Yeah.
So who should we go? So we'll put Italy in first and Turkey in second.
And then I've gone Wales just because they seem to do all right in international tournaments.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I think I'll agree with that one. I think I'll agree with Wales. We'll go Wales third and Switzerland fourth, and hopefully that should be our Group A, correct? Right, so now we're into Group B. So we've got Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. I did my sweepstakes today, and I ended up getting Finland, so I'm not really too happy about that, but we'll have to see how they do. So who do you reckon go on? 1, 2, 3, and 4?
I think, again, a very clear-cut winner here. Obviously, Belgium, extremely strong squad. Can see him going quite far in this tournament. Yeah. Got the likes of De Bruyne. Obviously, they got Courtois in goal. Got Thorgan Hazard. They got Eden Hazard. They got Tielemans. They've got the list goes on. Lukaku, exactly. And they got one of the Brighton players, Trossard.
Oh, so yeah. If he actually makes it onto the pitch.
He usually plays very well for him, actually. So he's picked up a couple of goals for him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe get a run out against maybe a Finland. The rest of the group, Denmark, Russia, Finland, in that order I've gone.
Yeah.
So Denmark obviously have got a decent squad as well. They've got Kasper Schmeichel in goal, very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They got the likes of Christensen in defence, who's Chelsea centre-back. Vestergaard, who plays for Southampton. They've got Eriksson in there, who obviously plays for Inter now.
Yeah.
Thomas Delaney, Dortmund. They've got a fairly decent squad, but I have them down to come second. Then I've gone Russia and Finland because off the top of my head, I'm looking at the squad now. Finland have Hirodeki in goal, who's a decent goalkeeper, and they have Teemu Pukki up front. But other than that, there's not really much there.
No, I can't really see Finland doing well, even though they are my sweepstake. I will have to put them in third though, just so
Just so you have a chance.
Just so I have a chance, yeah, exactly. But no, I think I agree. I definitely agree with Belgium first. They look like the dream team really at the moment. I can't. Them and France. I think one of those two are going to come out probably top. But yeah, Christian Benteke used to play at Villa. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, no one can pass as well as him. Let's be honest.
No.
But yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. We'll stick Belgium up on the top, and we'll stick Denmark in second. I'm just going to have a quick look at the Russian team. Not really too sure.
I don't think much has changed since the World Cup, to be honest. They have, I think they still have like their Makarov still, Zuba, that really big striker.
Yeah. Wins every header.
Yeah.
They all seem they're all quite old as well, aren't they?
They have Golovin as well. Yeah, they've got quite an old squad. They have Cheryshev still though, who plays for Valencia, who is probably their star player.
Yeah, I'll have to find out what their average age is, because I can imagine they're probably one of the older ones out in the actual tournament.
I would think so.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go Finland third just because it's for my sweepstake. We'll put Russia down at the bottom, but to be honest, Finland will probably lose to Russia, and that'll probably change. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in Group B and see whether we get those ones right as well. Right, and now into Group number C. Well, not number, letter C. And so we've got Austria, North Macedonia, Ukraine, and Netherlands, which I'd probably say is the worst of all the groups. Would you agree?
Yeah, in terms of qualities of teams, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's fairly simple to predict, though. Honestly.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. I can't say that any of them are going to win or get anywhere near the final, but to actually predict who goes through, I think I'd agree. We'll let you go first again then.
So I've got Netherlands on top.
Yeah.
Obviously, quite a talented squad actually. They've gone a bit under the radar. They could have done with a bit of a better setup in goal. They've obviously got Tim Krul, a Norwich player.
Yeah, he's been around for years.
Stecklenburg, another one that's been around for years.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've got a decent team other than that. They've got like Nathan Ake, City player. They've got Matthias de Ligt, Juventus player.
Yeah.
They've got Patrick van Aanholt. They've got the best defender they have, Joel Veltman, Brighton.
Oh,
Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum, Van de Beek, if he ever gets on the pitch. Poor guy.
Luke de Jong.
And they have Memphis Depay up top.
Yeah, I mean, who can complain?
Like, it is a very strong squad, so I can't see them being trouble, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to shove them straight into number one. We'll put them
in second. I have gone for Austria.
Mm-hmm.
To see how good my German is, because all of their names are German.
Yeah.
There's Daniel Bachmann of Watford. Pretty decent goalkeeper. I think he's their backup goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's pretty decent though. I don't know if he start though, because they have Pervin as well, who starts for Wolfsburg. So it depends what one they go for there.
Yeah,
they have Alaba, obviously. Obviously, England played Austria the other day, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
they did,
we won 1-0.
Didn't look like the easiest of games though, did it? It was sort of they
were a very decent team. So I think that they're definitely coming second. Ukraine, they have a couple of good players. They have the likes of Shevchenko. Oh no, Zinchenko. Not Shevchenko. Yeah. Shevchenko retired years ago. Zinchenko, Manchester City player, obviously.
Yeah.
And they do have another. They have Yarmolenko as well, a West Ham player.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't play anymore, but they have him as well. But other than that, they don't really have much. Most of their players are from like Dynamo Kiev or Shakhtar Donetsk, which are obviously the two teams within Ukraine, so that would make sense. But not many play out of that league, which is not a great league for you who don't follow them. They get into the Europa League every now and again, but they don't really do much.
Yeah.
Then finally, the lowest ranked team in the tournament. Yes. I think they're like 64th worldwide or something like that. North Macedonia.
Yeah. There's only really that Leeds defender that I know from them.
They have a striker called Goran Pandev. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He plays for Genoa. He's a decent striker. Could possibly pick up a couple of goals this tournament.
Right.
He's kind of one to look out for. They have a couple of players from like Napoli around the Italian league.
Yeah.
They have Alioski, obviously the Leeds player.
Mm-hmm. He's the only one I know, I think.
Who has had a very good season with Leeds actually.
Yeah. He didn't get put on a lot, which I'm quite surprised about because I think he's actually quite good. He's quite fast. I quite like the way he defends.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, North Macedonia, and I think you're probably gonna go for something similar by the sounds of it.
Yeah. I think I agree with the Austria second. I'm definitely gonna go and shove that in right now. The North Macedonia, Ukraine. I mean, they're both poor. Let's be honest. I don't think they're gonna get too far, but I think I'm gonna agree with you again. Yeah, and say Ukraine, then North Macedonia, because I can't see North Macedonia getting a win, potentially a draw off Ukraine. I think they're going to lose by quite a bit to Netherlands, potentially quite a bit to Austria as well. But...
Yeah, I could see that being quite a big thrashing, the Netherlands and North Macedonia, to be honest.
Exactly. But I think Ukraine could be a contender for highest third place, one of the highest third
Possibly.
places. Yeah, because there's probably maybe a win and a draw from Austria and Ukraine, probably both on 4 points, maybe goal difference takes one through. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in Group C and see if we get that home right as well.
Yeah, now we're on to Group D.
Correct. Group D, Scotland, England, Croatia and Czech. Yes, so now we're into Group D, the mighty England, come on. So who do you reckon you're going to go for in first, second, third and fourth?
First, second, third and fourth. I am going to go England in first. Got to back it.
Yeah, you've got to back it, yeah.
Yeah, you got to. I think this is a fairly reasonable group as well.
Yeah, it's going in right now. England's going in right now. They're going.
Yeah.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
Obviously, we'll come on to the
squad at the end.
We're coming to the squad at the end, yeah. Second, I'm going to go Croatia. Croatia, fairly decent squad. They've proven themselves at the World Cup. Although I don't think they have Perisic this time. I think Perisic... No, they do. They do have Perisic, okay? One of their players has retired. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Rakitic. It was Rakitic.
Oh, yeah. So he was a forward, isn't he? He was quite good.
He was like a attacking midfielder, yeah. So he used to play for Barcelona. Now he plays for Sevilla.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go... Croatia. They've obviously still got Modric. They've got Kovacic. They've got Perisic. They've also got Rebic of AC Milan, Kramaric of Hoffenheim. They've got quite a good squad, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I could see them maybe upsetting us again because we seem to not be able to beat them. But I mean, we beat them in the Nations League, so that's always hopeful. But yeah, Croatia second.
Yeah, no, I think I'd agree with that one because, like you say, I can't see Czech or Scotland getting a win out of Croatia. I think with Luka Modric as well, he's probably one of my favourite players.
Yeah.
So I think Croatia will take Czech and Scotland down. But yeah, England are going to struggle against Croatia, but it could be first.
Love making it hard for us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've gone for Scotland in third.
That's an interesting one.
They've got. I'm just trying to think. They've got who would be starting out their goalkeepers. I think I can't pronounce Scottish names. McLaughlin. Yeah, yeah. The Rangers keeper. He would be starting, I think, because other than that, they've got a Derby keeper, David Marshall, or they've got Craig Gordon, who is the Hearts keeper. So it's not the best options in terms of goalkeeping. But then you look at their kind of left side, and they've got Kieran Tierney and Andy Robertson both playing left back.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best left backs in the world, and another very, very decent left back.
Yeah, that's a very good winging pair, isn't it? The centre backs aren't quite as good, but those two on that side should do quite a lot of work.
It's like they've also got Stuart Armstrong, Southampton player in midfield. They've also got John Fleck, Sheffield player, who I actually rate, even though they've gone down. Ryan Fraser's also there. Billy Gilmour is there as well, Chelsea youngster.
You got Super John
McGinn. You've also got Scott McSauce, Scott McTominay.
Yeah, they've got a decent midfield, to be fair, compared to previous seasons. That has definitely been improved.
And then they've got Che McAdams up front. You have to put a Muck in front of the name because he's Scottish. But Che Adams, Southampton player. He's been pretty good this season, actually. In the absence of Danny Ings, he's picked up a few goals. So wouldn't be surprised to see him score probably against us. But yeah. And then, I put Czech Republic in last because, their squad isn't the best in terms of what it has been. They've got Thomas. I can't pronounce half of these names, and I'm not even going to try to. They've got the Sevilla goalkeeper in goal, which is obviously very good. They've got Vladimir Kufal. They've got Souček, but the team around them isn't great. Not going to lie. They've got Vidra as well, Burnley player, but.
Oh yeah, he's not that. He's good, but he's not. He's nothing special, is he? Really, Vidra?
No, they've got some good individuals in Souček, Kufal, but the team around them isn't great, and I don't really see him doing much. Honestly, Scotland, Czech Republic could probably be swapped around either way. It's another one of those ones where it could go either way, but I'm going to back Scotland here.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. The Croatia second, definitely. No one's, I don't think, out of Czech and Scott are going to take over Croatia. But yeah, Scotland, I was watching Scotland the other day actually when Dykes, I think it was Dykes, is it Dykes up front with Adams? And he kept missing a lot of chances. So Scotland could struggle to score, but they have got the better team over Czech, let's be honest. Maybe a Souček header at some point in the tournament.
Possibly.
But, I think I'm going to go with you again and put Scotland in third, and we'll go with Czech in fourth.
We're going on to the England squad now, aren't we? So
you say your squad that you want. What squad do you want?
To start against Croatia, this would be the team I go for. I would go for Jordan Pickford in goal because he's looked quite sharp in the friendly, so that's always positive.
Yeah.
Left back, wouldn't mind Chilwell, wouldn't mind Shaw, either one. I'll go for Luke Shaw probably, just because he seems to push up a bit better.
Yeah. He's been form as well recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, in form recently. Yeah, I would probably then go for Stones, Maguire if he's fit. If not, I would go for Ben White because he. I'm not even saying that, but I don't like Tyrone Mings. I really don't like Tyrone Mings.
He's unreliable. He's unreliable. I'm a Villa fan. He's unreliable.
Yeah, no, he looked. Every time the ball went towards him the other day when we were playing against who was the last team we played? We played against
Romania, wasn't it?
Romania. Yeah, he made so many mistakes, and it's just not great having your centre back making those mistakes. I like Connor Cody, but he hasn't had the best of seasons. And out of our backup centre backs, I think that Ben White is the best one of the three.
Yeah.
So I would put Ben White there.
Mm-hmm.
And plus then he can push into midfield if needed as well. But and then I would go for Trent's out, isn't he? So I would go for probably Reece James at right back then.
Yeah.
It's either Reece James or Kyle Walker.
I'm not
I'd be happy
on Reece James. I'm a bit 50-50 with him.
I suppose it depends how the rest of the team plays. Reece James is a completely different right back to Kyle Walker, but
yeah, very true.
Then, going on from there, I'll play like a 4. What would I play? A 4-2-3-1, I suppose. Yeah, 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
I would play Declan Rice has to be in there, starting no matter what, and then I would play Jude Bellingham beside him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then. Out on the left, Jack Grealish has to start. First name on the sheet after Kane for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even though I'm a Villa fan, I do agree. He's got to be the second best player, let's be honest.
In behind him, Mason Mount.
Yeah.
And then right mid, I would go for Jadon Sancho. So you have Jack Grealish cutting in and Sancho giving the width.
Yeah.
And then up front, obviously, Harry Kane has to start.
Yeah, so you've missed out Foden. That's a controversial one.
I think Foden's much better coming off the bench for England. Big super sub.
Yeah, big super sub. Get Mount off or someone to Grealish. Put Foden on towards the end to probably get us a nice goal.
Yeah.
And then so Kane up top has gone, yeah. So no Rashford.
Yeah, I've gone Kane up top.
No Rashford either then.
I think Rashford's very good movement wise, but he's just not in form at the moment, really, is he?
No.
The thing is, it's very hard because Grealish and Rashford both play the same position, but they're very different players. But I think Grealish is you can't take him off at the moment. He's been compared to Gascoigne, and there's a reason why he's being compared to Gascoigne. That's because he can make something out of completely nothing. Yeah. Which is such an important thing to have in a team.
Yeah.
And I would go for Grealish because of that.
Yeah. No, I think I agree. I think goalkeepers. I'll go through my team now. Yeah. So goalkeepers. It's got to be Pickford really, or Henderson.
It's Pickford or Henderson really.
Yeah. After watching Johnston the other day, his distribution. Did you see it against Romania?
Yeah. His distribution. He played short a lot. He played it quite safe, but. He was very good in terms of actual keeping ability, though.
Yeah, he was. I do agree. He kicked the ball out a lot and didn't do much with his feet. He's not very good with his feet, is he? But reaction saves is pretty.
He plays for West Brom. I don't really expect him to be good with his feet.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'll go Jordan, Pickford, or Dean. I think I will go Jordan with you. I think I'll agree with you.
I just like his distribution more.
Yeah, exactly, and he's got the experience. So
yeah,
I think Jordan Pickford would be a good shout. Yeah, in the middle, John Stones and Maguire. I'd probably agree on that one. If Maguire's injured, I'm not sure Connor Cody is good enough to beat Ben White, to be honest. So I think I would actually probably agree with you and put Ben White, because I think they should have put Konza in instead of Mings.
I agree with that. Konza's had a better season.
Yeah, and I think Konza would probably be my second centre-back from how he's played this season. But yeah, him and White, that's quite a close one, Konza and White, but obviously Konza's not in the team, so we'll put White.
Nah.
Then, yeah, as you say, Reece James will probably have to be on the wing back, along with... Yeah, it's a hard one, because I don't know. Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell. I do like the way Chilwell plays, but Luke Shaw has been more in form, and he's probably... but Chilwell does attack a lot as well, doesn't he? So
yeah.
I'd probably go... I think I'll go Chilwell, because after watching him against Chelsea Villa the last game of the season, I thought Chilwell looked pretty good, but... Yeah.
He also he'd be off the back of winning the Champions League as well. Big confidence boost.
Big confidence boost, yeah. He'd be wanting to win another trophy, so that is good. But midfielders, right. I think I'll probably go 4-3-3. So in the midfield, I'd probably go on one side Foden. Even though you'd bring him on as a super sub, I'd start him. And then Mason Mount and maybe Mason Mount. I don't know why Henderson's in the team. I don't see that at all. But probably
James Ward-Prowse should be in over Henderson.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably put Bellingham in the middle as well. So we've got Mason Mount, Bellingham, and Foden. Then I'll probably put Grealish on the left. Rashford on... Oh, no, but Rashford's not been playing well. No, I think I will go Rashford anyway. I'll go Rashford on the right and then Kane up top.
Interesting, so, Rashford on the right. Yeah. I mean, if I was playing a 4-3-3 like you were, I would have the same back line. I would have Rice playing holding, and then I would probably have Mount and Foden there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have Grealish on the left, Kane through the middle, and Sancho on the right.
Yeah, Sancho maybe instead of... I think Rashford... He could turn up. We'll have to hope that he turns up because he's not been playing well recently. But I've never liked Sancho until recently. Watching him, he's good for Dortmund. It's Dortmund he plays.
Yeah, he hasn't quite discovered his form for England yet, though.
No. So yeah, if he plays well,
it's only a matter of time, though.
Yeah, exactly, and then he'll be on form. So yeah, that's probably going to be my team as well. So hopefully we're going to bring it home, and for the first time, I don't know, when was the last time England won?
1960. It was the World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, so quite a while ago. Hopefully we'll bring another trophy home soon. So now we're on to Group E. So we've got Poland, Sweden, Spain, and Slovakia. So I think this is going to be a fairly easy one. What do you think?
Well, in the news today, Busquets has tested positive for coronavirus.
Oh, really?
And obviously the entire Spain squad's been around him, so they're waiting for the next batch of tests to come back to see whether they all need to self-isolate or what. Obviously, they're all self-isolating at the moment, and it's only a week before the tournament. So if some of those tests come back positive, it's possible that they might not be able to participate in the tournament.
Oh, really? I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening there, which if they go out, apparently Ireland be the team to replace them, Republic of Ireland.
Because complete difference.
Yeah, which makes this group very different. But let's go off of Spain, because that's what we got right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I've gone for Spain in first, Poland second, Sweden first, Slovakia fourth.
Yeah. Okay.
Going through the squads, Spain obviously they're in a bit of a transition as a team, but they've got a decent squad. Another Brighton Hove Albion player, the third one, Robert Sanchez in goal. Apparently he might be the number one goalkeeper as well.
Oh, really?
Over David De Gea. Yeah. Apparently he might be preferred over De Gea at this tournament. Quite a few reports came out saying that as well, so it could be true.
To be fair, after his performance in the Europa,
obviously they've got Laporte, who was French, was representing was up for selection for the French team, but they never picked him, so he changed his he got a Spanish citizenship, didn't he? Yeah. And then he's playing for Spain now. So Laporte, Eric Garcia, both Manchester City boys. They've got Cesar Azpilicueta as well. They've got Marcus Llorente, Atletico player, very good at the moment. Busquets, as I said, whether he's going to be there or not is yet to be seen. Whether this whole squad's going to be here there is yet to be seen. Adama Traore, pace merchant. Not sure why he's there, but
no, I'm not sure why.
You know what? But I would have thought there would have been better options. Yeah. There's also... it's the first time that there hasn't been a Real Madrid player in there for God knows how long. I can't remember the amount of years. I saw a stat for it, but I can't remember the years now. There are no Real Madrid players in the squad. No Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, so it's a lot of good players they're missing out on, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. That's
Yeah, because the forwards is probably their worst position. They've got quite a good midfield defence.
And they've only selected 24 players instead of 26. And Luis Enrique said, we don't want to take any more because we want everyone to have a chance to play. And we know that only around 18 or 19 will actually play.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it? You don't want well, I suppose you do want to be sat on the bench supporting your team, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm surprised they didn't take an extra two, because even if they don't have a chance of playing, they're just the experience.
It's backup.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything goes wrong as well, like that could really mess them up. But anyway, moving on, Poland in second. They have Fabianski in goal. They have Szczesny in goal, who Szczesny, Juventus goalkeeper, been very, very good for him.
Yeah.
Okay. They've got Bednarek, Southampton centre-back, loves an own goal. They've got...
And a red card. He loves a red card.
Yeah, and a red card. They've got Glick, who plays for Benevento. I don't know how to pronounce the team.
Yeah, I think you got that perfect, spot on.
I singled him out because he used to play for, I think it was St. Etienne in the French league, or one of the French mid-table teams, and I was like, oh, I know what team he plays for, but nope. They have a Barnsley player.
Oh, really?
The Championship is one of the most representative leagues in this tournament, by the way.
I never knew that.
There's more players from the Championship in this tournament than in Ligue 1 players now.
I never knew that.
Nope.
That's mad.
Yeah, it is. They have Click, the Leeds player.
Yeah, he's quite good. I like him.
Jakob Moder, the fourth Brighton player, the only player that has scored against England in the past 7 games.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He's the only player that has actually scored against England in the past 7 games. We've won all the games though, so we're fine. But
yeah.
And
then obviously Lewandowski. Oh, him up front. Probably one of the best forwards in the world.
I think he's the best player in the world at the moment. To be honest, he's just such a good striker, and whenever he's in the team, there's always a chance that anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, Sweden is also in here. No Zlatan.
I know, that's controversial.
Yeah, it is because I don't know why that was, but he got told that he wasn't going to be picked up. He was up for selection, but they never called him up. They got Victor Lindelof, the United centre-back, Robin Olsen. They've got Grankvist. That's why Grankvist is like 40-something now. He was like 32 at the World Cup.
Yeah, we've got to hope that Lindelof plays for them because he's bound to do a mistake at some point.
They got Forsberg, the Leipzig player, very good. And they've got Alexander Isak, who is a very promising striker who plays for Real Sociedad. He's the next closest to breaking Zlatan's all-time goal scoring record as well. So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was that for Sweden or for?
For Sweden. Yeah.
Oh.
And then, Slovakia is the other team in the tournament. They have Dubravka in goal. Obviously, very good goalkeeper, actually. Newcastle seem pretty blessed with their goalkeepers. They have Dubravka and... can't remember the other guy's name.
Oh, I know you're about.
He begins with D as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, but him. They have Skriniar, who is a very good defender for Inter Milan. Who else do they have? Let me just have a little look through. I am not too up to date on the Slovakia side.
Yeah, no, I think Slovakia, aren't they the worst? They're the lowest. Oh no, you said North Macedonia.
No, that was North Macedonia. Yeah, I mean Slovakia don't really have too many players anymore. They have Marek Hamšík, which back in the day, he was a very good player, but I don't even know. He's playing for IFK Göteborg. Never heard of that team.
No, I was about to say that. I don't know who they are.
But yeah, out of those, I think Spain, Poland, Sweden, Slovakia.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. Spain have to go on the top, really. Like this, you can't really. Well, unless it's Ireland instead of Spain, you can't really see any of them winning.
Yeah.
But Poland second or Sweden, that's quite a difficult one. I do quite like Sweden.
I mean, if it is Ireland, I would go Poland, Sweden, Ireland, Slovakia. Then,
Yeah, in that order. Yeah, I think I'd agree. I'll definitely go Slovakia at the bottom. I can't see them picking up many points. They may get a draw against Poland or Sweden, but apart from that, I can't see them getting any points. I'd probably go... See, I'm very 50-50 with these two. I don't know whether Sweden will come out in second or Poland, but I think this will be, again...
Lewandowski.
Yeah, true. But like we said, with Ukraine, I think whichever team comes third will probably be going through as well. So I think I'm going to go Poland in second with you and Sweden in third, because the defending of Sweden isn't great, and then obviously with Lewandowski, he's going to be kicking them all over the park. So we'll have to see what happens there in Group E as well, if Spain actually get to participate, or is it going to be Ireland? And then Poland and Sweden will have a very good chance of going into the round of 16. But yeah, we'll get straight into Group F now.
The group of death.
The group of death. So yeah, the deadly group: Portugal, France, Germany, and the mighty Hungary. Who do you think will come out on top?
Called the group of death, because whoever comes last, you have to watch their entire team get brutally murdered on another broadcast. But nah, just kidding. They're three very, very good teams on paper, but I have gone France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary.
That's interesting.
I've gone France because their squad is ridiculous. There's not really much more to say about it. Their team that they didn't pick could probably win this tournament, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you could have France 1 and France 2 in the final, genuinely.
Yeah.
Although, saying that, I there's always a possibility for them slipping up, but I know they're going to get through this and they're going to come first no matter what. Like their squad's too strong not to. Although Portugal could cause them problems, and I mean going through Portugal's squad, I don't think we need to really touch on France too much because like.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think we're going to shove France in first right now.
Yeah, N'Golo Kante, Pogba, Benzema, Dembele, Giroud is there? I don't think he was there. Antoine Griezmann. The small matter of Kylian Mbappe.
I know, unbelievable.
Yeah, so moving on.
The most solid defence in the world as well. Pavard, Varane, Hernandez.
Yes.
It's like Digne. I love Digne for Everton. He's probably one of my favourite defenders.
He is a very good player.
Yeah.
Portugal also have a very, very, very strong squad. João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, obviously one player of the year.
Yeah.
You got Pepe as well as their backup centre back.
I know, imagine having Pepe as a backup. That's what you dream
Bernardo
into.
Silva, Ruben Neves. You got Bruno Fernandes.
Or Fernandes on FIFA. Bruno Fernandes.
You got Moutinho. You got Renato Sanchez, who has been good. Obviously won the league with Lille. Diogo Jota, been on fire for him.
Yeah.
João Felix and Andre Silva. And this small player, you might have heard of him.
Probably not. I don't think I have. Does he play for Juventus?
No. Yeah. He's that guy on here. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, yes. I think I might have heard of him once or twice. No, I was joking.
Yeah.
That you can't really complain. Cristiano Ronaldo up top, Diogo Jota. That choice of the pace.
The entire squad is so good.
It is good. They don't seem to play very well together, though, I find Portugal. They're defensively, they concede quite a bit.
Yeah, they do, but honestly, I think once they're kicked into gear, there's not really going to be much stopping them.
No, that's the issue. If they don't get into gear, then
they don't get into gear, they could easily go out in the groups. To be honest,
Yeah.
like that's genuinely a problem. But I can see them being kicked into gear.
Yeah.
Like Ronaldo, he's not only a player; he hypes the team up as well.
Yeah.
Gets them going. So I think that'd be that. And also when it's a big tournament, I mean, Portugal won the 2016 Euros, didn't they? So
yeah, exactly. They're trying to take it home again, aren't they? So
yeah, they got to try and retain it. I mean, that's not easy to do at all. But
no, it's not.
I'm going to go Portugal second, Germany third.
Yeah.
My thinking behind this: Germany have a very good squad on paper. On paper,
Yes. No, I agree.
it's just they don't seem to play too well together.
Yeah, they're not gelling at the moment, are they? They keep.
No, they've got Goretzka, Gundogan. They've got the best midfielder in the world, Kimmich.
Yeah.
They've got Tony Kroos. They've got Kai Havertz, Thomas Müller, and then they've got Timo Werner as well, who, if he gets firing,
If he actually gets firing for once.
Yeah,
He actually scored
Leroy-
today. I think he scored today.
I think he did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, and then they got Manuel Neuer in goal, Hummels, Gozens, Rudiger. Like, it's a very good team.
If they turn up, they could be a force, to be honest.
Yeah,
just
but it's whether they gel together to play well.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then Hungary, yeah, go on.
Hungary,
I can't see them getting very far.
they had Peter Galaxy, who is the Leipzig goalkeeper, and they have Orban, who's the Leipzig centre back. They're both very good players. Obviously, Leipzig come in second, but the level of player we're talking about here is Adam Nagy.
He's Bristol City, isn't
Yeah, he's a starting player for him, and he plays for Bristol City.
he? Yeah, exactly.
Like, no disrespect to Bristol City, but you do not have a Bristol City player starting at an international tournament.
Yeah, they have done well to get into the Euros, though, to be fair to them.
Yeah, fair play to him, but like, I just don't see him doing very well, to be honest.
No, especially with the competition of Germany.
No, look. Yeah, look at their group. Like, they might get a goal or two and then be happy and be like, "Yeah, we've done our job."
Yeah, exactly. But again, like I was saying, my second team for the sweepstake is Hungary, so I don't think I'm going to be getting very far this year with the sweepstake. But you never know; it could be they could have a blinder. But yeah, no, I think I agree. I definitely agree with France, and I definitely agree with Hungary. The Germany-Portugal is a close one. And I think Germany, because Portugal, like we said a second ago, they won last time, and usually the team that wins the time before does not do very well the year after, as Germany found out last Euros. But
Yeah.
so I reckon Germany might turn up, because they seem to turn up for the big events and they play awfully throughout the rest of the year and all the friendlies and stuff. But
I think either way, third place is getting through.
yeah, so I'm going to go with my one, because obviously this is my channel. So I'm going to go Germany, followed by Portugal, but then I'm going to agree. And when we predict the 4 best third place teams, Portugal will definitely be one of those. So yeah, now we need to decide on the 4 best third placed teams. So we've got Wales, Finland, Ukraine, Scotland, Sweden, and Portugal. We said
I've got something slightly different. Haven't I? Because I predicted slightly different.
Yes, you have. But we'll go Portugal. So then your team actually does manage to get through. But now, go on. What do you reckon?
I mean, I've got my. I'll go off yours first, and then we'll go through mine.
Yeah.
Out of yours, I would go. I think Scotland have a chance of getting through.
Yeah.
Out of those teams, I think Ukraine could possibly squeeze through.
Yeah.
I think Wales as well. Gareth Bale, if he turns up, can be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at the group, because, yeah, Wales, Switzerland, though, that could be a draw, and then they lose the other two, so that's not going to be many points. But I do agree, I think Ukraine will be one of the third place teams as well, so we'll slip Ukraine in. So now it's Sweden. So who did you go for? You went for Wales and Scotland.
And Scotland.
Yeah.
I think Scotland could definitely pick up like a point against Croatia.
Yeah.
If they, maybe even a point against us. I don't want them to, but
no. But yeah, no, I can see Scotland. The issue with Scotland is they can't score, but I think I do agree with the group. I think they're going to beat Czech. So
I mean, and then out of those, I would go. It's between Wales and Sweden for me.
Yeah, I can't see Finland. Yeah, I don't think, because Finland Russia's most likely to be a draw, or Finland will lose. Yeah, because you had Russia, didn't you, in third?
Yeah.
Do you reckon Russia would have gone through if it was Russia?
Maybe. I don't know, because it's a bit of a tough group for them.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm going to go. Yeah, Ukraine, Scotland, Portugal, and I'm going to go. Let's have a look again. Sweden will beat Slovakia. I'm gonna go Sweden, because I think Sweden's got more of a chance of winning against Slovakia than Wales have beating Switzerland. But they could get a point out of Turkey. But no,
okay.
I think I'm gonna go Sweden.
Then, so going on to my ones then.
Yeah.
The four best third place teams that I've got. Well, I've got Wales, Russia, Ukraine, Scotland, Sweden, and Germany. So obviously the only difference there is Russia and Germany to yours. Yeah. I think Germany are definitely going through.
Yeah. So that's like Portugal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Scotland are going through.
Yeah.
I think Ukraine's going through.
Yeah.
And I think Russia, Wales, or Sweden. Let me just look at the groups quickly. So Russia have Denmark, could get a point there. Finland could be a point. Wales. Who's Sweden? Who's Sweden got?
They've got Slovakia, Poland, and Spain. I can see Slovakia. I can see them beating Slovakia. That's why I've gone for Sweden.
I think I'm going to go Sweden as well then.
Yeah. I think that could be a good shout, but then also Wales could get a winner out of Turkey and Switzerland, and Russia could get a win out of Finland and Denmark. So yeah, it is close. But I think Sweden have got the best chance of beating Slovakia out of the others.
Okay, yeah. So should we move on to the knockout stages then?
Yeah, we'll move on to the big knockout stages and see who gets to the final. So here we are into the round of 16. Here are all the matches, some big games going on there. Especially this first one, Belgium-Portugal, first game in the round of 16. Who do you reckon will go through?
I think out of those two, I think it's a very, very tight one, that. If Portugal get going in the group stages and they carry that on to the knockouts, Portugal could easily take that. But I'm going to back Belgium now. I think they're just the more consistent out of the two teams.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you, because I think Portugal's defending hasn't been very consistent recently. In Belgium, with their strike force, I can see them scoring probably 2 or 3 against Portugal. But if Belgium don't turn up, Portugal could get the win, couldn't they?
Yeah, definitely. So my game in that slot is Belgium-Germany.
Right, so that's a horrible one. That is horrible.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to back Belgium again now. Because as I've said, I think they're just the more consistent out of the two teams. Obviously, Germany, as we said, haven't actually been able to gel together too much. And I think on paper, it's a very tight game anyway. Like, there's no clear winner there.
Yeah, that is very close.
So I think I'm going to go Belgium.
Yeah, I think it's Belgium for both of us then, really. So they'll go straight into the quarterfinals.
We have got the next game is the same for both of us, Italy-Austria.
Yep. And let's be honest, that could be a quick one.
Yeah, I reckon Italy could do that. They've got some very young, promising young talent coming through at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Italy just could easily stomp them if they wanted to.
Yeah. I can't see Austria getting a win out of that one at all,
No.
so I'm going to agree with that one.
We have got the same game again.
France-Ukraine. I think we'll both have the same answer as well to this one.
I think I'm going to go Ukraine, just, no, France.
Yeah, France. I can't see France losing against Ukraine. If they'd have to have a really bad day at the match, but I can't.
Yeah.
France, the team they've got, they'll just bring on some subs and they'll do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. The next game is probably going to be the closest one out of all of them.
Yeah. Have you got Croatia-Poland again?
Croatia-Poland, yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon Croatia. Oh, but then Poland's got the strike force. Croatia have proved it last Euros that they were a force. So I think Croatia might be able to do quite well again.
Yeah, I'm going to go Croatia just off the fact that they did so well at the World Cup and they can turn up.
Yeah, exactly.
And if this does pan out, we'll have a replay of the World Cup final in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, the quarterfinals. Yeah, France versus Croatia. That would be a good game. See if Croatia can get their own back on France.
Okay, so the next game is the same for both of us. Spain-Scotland.
Or it could be Ireland-Scotland.
Or Ireland. No, it wouldn't be Ireland-Scotland.
Yeah.
But if it is the Spanish, I've got to back the Spanish here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think we can do that one quite quickly. Although I love Super John McGinn, I think Spain will take the win on that one.
Shane McAdams.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is a big one. Well, you've got Portugal here, haven't you?
I've got Portugal there, yeah. So either way, it's still a huge game.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got to back England, really, whether it be Germany, Portugal, or France.
The fact that we're paired up with this, that our two groups are paired up, and we're playing one of those teams. We're playing either France, Germany, Portugal, or Hungary.
We just gotta hope it's Hungary. But, yeah,
what?
I know it's a horrible setup for us, but I think
I'm gonna back it.
Yeah.
I've got to back England. I have to. The thing is, I think our squad is genuinely one of the best in the Euros.
I can agree. I'm probably one of the youngest.
Yeah, no, I think we've got the youngest squad in the Euros, but we've got some solid defence. We've got a decent midfield, and our strike force is probably the best in the tournament. Kane, Mount, Foden, Grealish, Sancho, Rashford, Sterling, all amazing players. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, even he can jump higher than a horse. I'm gonna back England here.
Yeah, no,
I think either way it's going to be a very tough run for us. But I think that's what we need as a team to really see where we are, because even at the World Cup last time we had a very easy run.
And we didn't really. I don't think we looked amazing when we were playing then either. I think
now we're a better team than we were.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if we get a confidence boost, win a few games, if we beat Germany here, I think that could take us past Spain as well. But we'll get onto that. So we'll put England against Spain in the quarterfinals, and then we'll move down onto Netherlands and Sweden. So I think that's quite a hard one. What do you think?
I'm going to back the Netherlands here. I think they have the better squad depth. So if anything did happen, obviously they can get away with it a bit more. And they have Depay up front, who's been a very good player.
Yeah,
and the rest of their squad, Frankie De Jong, they've got De Vrij, they've got. It's just a very good all round squad. I'm going to go for the Netherlands.
yeah. No, I think overall I'd probably go Netherlands as well. I don't think Sweden have that sort of outstanding player. They have a lot of good players, but they don't have that outstanding player like
No.
Netherlands, and so it's like Grealish for Villa. If you've got one good player, I think they can carry you against a load of average players. So yeah, no, I think I'll go with Netherlands as well there against Sweden, and then finally,
The next one is probably the hardest one.
yeah, I think I do agree. They're both pretty good teams. They're like two teams that could actually get quite far if they turn up on the day, sort of thing.
I'm going to go for Turkey, though. Younger squad, a lot of youth coming through at the moment, and they have some experienced players to back it up. Obviously, Soyuncu won the FA Cup, so did Under with Leicester. They've got Çalhanoğlu, who plays for AC Milan, as I said, also a very good player. I think that Turkey could easily, not easily, but I think Turkey could definitely edge this one.
Yeah, no, I agree. Denmark, oh, they are a good team though. Denmark, aren't they? Like if they turn up, they can be a force. But I do think Turkey have had a few good games recently as well. They've had few good results, whereas Denmark haven't really done anything special. So I think I'm going to agree with you and go with Turkey. But that one could be a close one, and Denmark could take it if it gets to that point. But yeah, so now we've got a quarter final. So we'll scroll back up to the top, and now this looks like another big game. Belgium Portugal followed by Belgium Italy. Who do you think will go through to the semis? I'll go through what I think first. Then I think I'll go Belgium over Italy. I think Italy, they have got a good squad, but on paper Belgium's look unbelievable. They've got my favourite player, what's his name, Kevin De Bruyne. I can't back Italy, I don't think, to beat Belgium in that position. But if Italy turn up, Belgium don't. Italy could easily quite win it, but I think I'm going to go Belgium. What do you reckon?
Italy, Belgium. Italy have got the youth, as we've been saying, but I don't think they have. I don't think that they have the overall squad to really challenge Belgium, because you think Belgium all across the pitch have at least one world-class player. I can't think of that for Italy.
Yeah.
So I think Belgium will take that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Belgium. I can't see Italy doing it, but if Belgium don't turn up, which they haven't in a few games, if they don't turn up, don't want to play, Italy could easily take that one. But now we'll get into France, Croatia. You've got that as well, haven't you? France, Croatia.
Yeah, France, Croatia.
I think it's fairly straightforward, but it's going to be a big game after last time they played, so yeah, I think it could go any way as well.
I think Croatia haven't really improved on their squad since they last played them, whereas France has.
Yeah.
France just, they have such a ridiculous squad this tournament, and I don't know how one nation can have that good of a squad. So I've got to put them through here, and that's going to make one of the most high-level semi-final games I think we're ever going to see.
Yeah, it is. I think I agree. I think France, if they lose to Croatia, then they've not played their best probably in that game. And Croatia, although they are quite consistent and they do actually have probably more passion than France to win, I think France just have the quality really that I can't see Croatia beating them even if they were really trying, and France were just not trying at all. I still think France with the quality would win that game. So now we're going Spain, England. I mean, we're going to put England. I'm going to press it already, but what do you reckon? What do you reckon? What do you reckon would actually happen in the Spain-England game?
It's not an easy route to the final for us. Not at all.
I think we've probably got the easy semi-final though. We've got it's hard to get to the semi-final, but once you get to the semi-final,
yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of the hardest tournaments we've had in a while, because we're facing Portugal, then Spain if our predictions are right, which both very good teams on their day.
Yeah.
Said before though, Spain haven't really turned up recently. They've been a bit lackluster.
Yeah. Defensively, they've not been great.
Yeah. And this squad is a bit. This squad's a bit of an untested one. So I'm going to go England because I've got to back it. But
yeah, to be fair, they have been tested though. One came out positive. The rest of.
Yeah, I got to go England here.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. That was a poor joke, but England are going to beat Spain. Come on, it's coming home. It's coming home. And finally, Netherlands, Turkey. What do we reckon? That's quite
big. That's going to be a very interesting game.
I think that'd be quite a fun one to watch as well because I feel they're both quite end-to-end teams, whereas the likes of Germany and that lot are quite passive, and then they get a chance and just take it. But Netherlands and Turkey.
I think I'm going to go with. I don't know, because they both have some very good players and like both have a shot here.
Yeah.
I think I've got to go for the Netherlands, to be honest.
Oh, that's interesting because I was actually going to go for Turkey. So go on.
I think.
Say why you'd go for Netherlands over Turkey.
I think the Netherlands have a better overall squad. You have Frankie de Jong in midfield. You have. Let me get the squad up quickly because I have put my phone down.
Yeah, I'm having a look at Turkey's now because they have got some. I suppose they've not got as good players as the Netherlands, but I think they gel a lot better.
In terms of the Netherlands, they have Matthias de Ligt, they have Daley Blind, they have Patrick van Aanholt, Stefan de Vrij, Frankie de Jong, Davy Klaassen, Quincy Promes, Donny van der Beek, Wijnaldum, Luc de Jong, Memphis Depay. It's just that squad to me is stronger than Turkey's.
Yeah.
And I think this is the end of the road for Turkey.
Yeah. No, I after listening to you just then, I think I will go with Netherlands over for the quality. I think Turkey will try harder. I think it's like a Croatia. They've got a really good passion for football and they love playing for their country, and sort of that pushes them further, and that's why they get further on in the competitions usually. Whereas Netherlands just have more quality. They've got the best players, so I do agree, quality over passion again, and we'll go Netherlands. So that will take us into the semis, not far for the finals now, and this is probably the biggest game, even though they've still got the finals left. This will be the biggest game if it ever gets to it. So what do you think?
This is honestly the hardest game to predict out of all of them because both teams are so good on their day.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's very much who turns up on the day, isn't it?
Both teams are going to be going for it. Obviously, Belgium haven't won a major trophy ever, I don't think.
No,
Could be wrong on that.
I
don't think they have, though. France obviously going to be wanting to win after their loss to Portugal in the last Euros.
Yeah.
And this is their best chance to be honest. So I'm going to go for... it's such a hard one to go for. You've got France and you've got Belgium.
It's
like
both very class teams, got a lot of quality in the bench and on the pitch. So...
I'm going to go France.
Yeah, I think France as well, only because I think they've got a bit more experience than Belgium. I think they play a bit better together. They've played more tournaments, got further in all the tournaments. Whereas Belgium, although they've got a lot of quality, I think on the day, if you were going to put France or Belgium, who's going to be more consistent? I think France.
Overall, yeah. So we got our first finalist in France then.
Yeah.
So let's get our second one.
Well, there we go. We've got our second one. We don't know, Jack. We'll talk about it, but England's going into the final regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If this game panned out, I will say England anyway. Yeah. I think this is going to be a bit like our game against Croatia in the fact that in the World Cup that is, where it's going to be a tough game. And it will just take one moment of lack of concentration from us for Netherlands to capitalise on that.
Yeah.
But I think that this England squad is a lot better than our World Cup squad. And looking at the players we have in it now, we have those players that can keep a hold of the ball rather than giving it away in silly situations. We have ball-playing centre-backs. We have players like Grealish who can make something out of nothing. We have Mount and Foden who know how to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So I think England are very well equipped to win that game.
Yeah. No, I think I do agree. Overall, England have probably just got the better quality than the Netherlands, and I do think that we'll do quite well. I don't know about Spain and Germany if we get past them, but if we got to this stage and we did,
if we got to this stage, yeah, we'd be beating the Netherlands. Yeah. Like that is no disrespect to the Netherlands, but they had a very easy route to the final compared to us.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we've argued
as well. The confidence beating Spain, beating Germany, or Portugal or whoever. All the confidence, I think, takes you through these sort of tournaments, doesn't it?
I think Belgium have the hardest route to the final.
Yeah.
But we have the second hardest by far.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think looking at it, Netherlands have got there quite easily. They've played Sweden, played Turkey, compared to playing Spain, Germany, or France, Italy, Belgium, Portugal. I mean,
exactly.
It's got to be the easiest route through.
So, and then we're in the final with France against England.
Oh, I mean,
heads.
We've got to put England surely, but go on, you say, go on.
Okay, so my heart's saying England, my head's saying France.
Yeah. Well, if you were to look on paper, you'd probably say France.
On paper, you've got to say France. On paper, you've got to say France. But the fact that if our players get to this final, we have such an array of Premier League experience and like top flight experience. We have Champions League winners in our squad. So do France, but we have such a good side here that I think we have a chance. Yeah. I don't think we should be written off too quickly in this game, but France have such an amazing squad that they should be winning this. Like, they should, but I'm going for England anyway, just because I've got to.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think England we have to go for, just because it's our country. You can't not go for England, but France will definitely give us a good game. Got all the quality. It'd be lovely to watch some of the football that goes on that game, and I think if there was to be a goal, it'd be a pretty nice goal from either of the teams, or it'd either be that or a mistake. But yeah, I think that's pretty good for our predictions. I think we'll have to do a video again at the end and go through how well we actually did. But I think that's a good solid set of predictions. Let me know in the comments as well what your predictions are and who you think will actually get to the final and win overall. I hope you did enjoy this video. It's something slightly different, and I hope you enjoyed making it as well, Kieran.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Good. So, yes, I will see you in the next video. I think it's going to be a bit of snow day tomorrow. But yeah, we'll check out the results at the end of the Euros, and we'll go back and see how we did. A point for each one, and we'll see how many points we get overall. And also, you lot, check out this gaminguefa.com. You do your predictions. Tell me how many points you get at the end as well, and we'll see who did the best in the comments. And I'll see you all in the next one.